Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Coach Sauce, as you may know me, bringing you our third game of our season, week 4, against the Rock-Headed Rockruffs, coached by Grudry, aka Alex. And now the Rock-Headed Rockruffs, there was a lot of prep needed to play these guys. Like Quackaval, scary. Lycanroc Dusk, scary. Things super fast, hits hard, you know. And then Umbreon, solid wall that you have to play around. So tried to branch out and use some of our newcomers that we had. And yeah, without me just rambling on, let's go into Team Builder and check out what we brought this week against the Rock-Headed Rockruffs. First up, we bring the newcomer to the squad, Chesnaught. Now, Chesnaught here, we're giving it a citrus berry, adamant nature, a little bit of HP, and max attack, max speed. We're going that belly drum set with Trailblaze. So stab Trailblaze, gain that speed up, maxing out our attack with belly drum, and then close combat for another stab. You know, chunks through Umbreon, goes through Lycanroc, you know, just strong move. And then finally Dragon Claw to round things out, just in case he wanted to think about bringing Flapple. And then Terra-type Dragon, just because the Dragon defensive typing would be pretty decent against, you know, some water attacks, things like that. But I don't know, I wanted to try it out, see how we could add on the stab, just in case we wanted to. So that's Chesnaught. Screamtail. Now Screamtail, photosynthesis, we're making it so the EVs with a modest nature, we're maxing out our special attack, but having a decent chunk for optimal leftovers recovery and HP, and making it so that the 132 points in defense for photosynthesis. So we're getting a nice defense boost buff if Sunny Day is ever active. So with Screamtail, we're running a Calm Mind Wish set. So Terra-type Fairy, just in case we want that extra damage for Dazzling Gleam. And Flamethrower, which is a good coverage move in case he wants to Terra-type into Steel, and also more powerful under Sunny Day. So that is the Calm Mind Wish set from Screamtail. After Screamtail, Volbeat is coming out to play. So with Chesnaught, Screamtail, and now Volbeat, we have 3 brand new mons that we've never played with yet this season. So I'm pretty stoked for that. The ability with Prankster, Heat Rock. We're going max defense, max HP, and impish nature because we're basically using Volbeat as a Sunny Day sunsetter. So we have that along with Light Screen just to add on some special protection, U-turn to get out of there, and Tailwind to help set up some setup sweepers, you know, mainly our Chesnaught, and or swap this with a Sunny Day, and or pick a Light Screen or Tailwind to swap our Screamtail into. So this is just a nice utility pivot set with Volbeat. So pretty stoked to use that. After Volbeat, haha, it's Shed Tail. No, I'm just kidding, it's not Shed Tail. For once, we wanted to try and see if it could do something else. Our Bicycle. So we're running Regenerator still because we have Life Orb. Now, modest nature, maxing out our speed and attack. And we're going Draco Meteor with Terra-type Dragon, just max damage. We wanted to just blow things up, see how much we can do, really throw people off guard, and, you know, shy away from that mold that I've sort of made by having it only be a Shed Tail pivot. We can now have it do damage with Draco Meteor, Thunderbolt, Taunt in case it's up against Stunfisk or Umbreon to try and make it just not, you know, Wish or Toxic, anything like that. And then U-turn to get out of there basically once we've Draco Meteored once. Get that nice recovery from Regenerator so that we can mitigate all of our Life Orb recoil. So that is the set with Cyclizar. After Cyclizar, we got the Orthworm. Again, no Shed Tail. No Shed Tail this week. We're going Earth Eater again. Not much else to use. We got leftovers, Careful Nature. We're going max bulky special Orthworm because we have a Rest, Terra Blast, Curse, and Sleep Talk. Now, the goal here is to make this guy, Earthworm Jim here, as bulky specially as possible because we're going to be running Curse. So we want to be able to get our attack and defense up. And essentially, once we hopefully get a few curses off, what we're dealing with will hopefully just perish and or swap out to, say, Quackval or Lycanroc with a fighting move. We then Terra type, Ghost type, and now our Terra Blast is doing ghost damage, and if for some reason he comes out with a Pokemon that's immune to Ghost, because we now are Ghost type, Curse becomes Curse, so now we can just sacrifice some of our HP and put on that quarter health max HP Curse damage per turn and just rest it off. So we basically stop being a setup set and end up being like a chip stall set. So really stoked to try out this this Curse switch. Last but not least, we have Hitmontop. We're going for the Beyblade theme team. We got Intimidate with Assault Vest, Adamant Nature, full attack, full HP, Mach Punch, Triple Axle, Stone Edge for the Articuno, Camerupt, and Close Combat. This thing swaps in, bulks out any hit, and we just smack it right back with max Adamant attack stat. So really excited to utilize Hitmontop. This rounds out as our just pseudo bulky tank. Just love the Intimidate Assault Vest pairing and thought it would be a nice round out to the roster. Basically, that's the team. So let's check out how we did against the Rock-Headed Rockruffs, and let's go. So we are here. We have Goodry bring in Articuno, Quackval, Camerupt, Type Null, Umbreon, and Lycanroc Dusk. And you know our squad that we brought up. So looking at this, I'm just thinking I want to lead off with Cyclizar and just see what we're dealing with. You know, the plan is to either Draco Meteor or U-turn something. So we'll start off with that. So we start off with Cyclizar. He ends up going out with Camerupt. I don't want him getting rocks up, so I go for the taunt. Flash Cannon comes out, so he was already attacking. So that's interesting, and it's special. So we just go for a Draco Meteor. Does a decent chunk of damage, almost kills Camerupt. Flash Cannon once again, and after the U-turn, he has Rocky Helmet. So that mixed with the Life Orb recoil, I'm not able to get that regen. So basically I knocked myself out thanks to that Rocky Helmet tech, which was honestly pretty cool. So 1-to-1 starting off. So I'm thinking we'll start in with our basic other pivot of Volbeat. So we got up a Sunny Day, but he goes straight Flame Charge into it, so that's kind of unlucky. We then wait for him to do another Flame Charge as we're getting off a U-turn to try and quickly go into Hitmontop to get that Intimidate. Now, he swaps out here, and I'm thinking Close Combat is dealing neutral damage to most things on his team. So I'm going to swap out here because I don't want to take any flying attacks. The Reflect goes up, and I realize that this is a Screens Articuno, so we just decide to take this moment with Screamtail and set up. So he starts roosting. We know he has Freeze Dry, Screens, and Roost. So at this point, we're pretty free to set up. He doesn't have Whirlwind or anything to take us off. And yeah, I'm basically going to be Calm Minding until I can't. This is the turn that the light screen stops. And so this is where I decide to attack. Flamethrower. Thought I was going to OHKO the bird, but he gets in Umbreon, who soaks the Flamethrower. The Protect's out now, just trying to get that passive recovery, but we're feeling very good. We're just going to keep spamming Flamethrower because Light Screen is the only thing really saving this team. So Articuno comes out, and now comes the Lycanroc Dusk. We're not getting the defense bonus from the Sun anymore, but we're able to take that hit and Dazzling Gleam him. Type Null comes out, and this is where I thought I could get a Wish off, but that damage was just way too much. I was hoping to maybe just Wish recovery myself back, but without the help of Sunny Day, that extra defense is lacking. So Type Null here, after a Wish, is able to just chunk me down, and I'm able to get one Dazzling Gleam off, but if I started off with that, we could have hopefully saved Screamtail for a little bit. But this gives us a moment to have a free switch in now to Drasil, who gets off the Belly Drum. We have the Citrus Berry proc, and now, because of our bulk, we're able to get off the Trailblaze and start boosting our own speed. So Type Null goes down, and Quackval is not faster than us with a +1 speed boost. So we get that kill as well. And we finish things off with him bringing out Umbreon, and we get the close combat. So yeah, a pretty tactical game for the most part. Like, GG's overall to the Rock-Headed Rockruffs. It was honestly, yeah, the team that you brought was scary, but I was dedicated in prepping against that Quackval and a lot of your threats. So yeah, I'm really happy with the team prep that I did this week. So GG's again to Goodry, Alex, and the Rock-Headed Rockruffs. Yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your season. I really wanted to show off Orthworm, which is my Terra type, but never really got a chance to, as yeah, the game just went smooth right off the bat, and I couldn't have asked for a better performance from both Chesnaught and Screamtail. Like, those were two major plays in this recent trade acquisition, and I'm stoked with the results that I'm going to be continuing to get with them, as they performed just as I imagined. So I'm very excited to see what we can do going forward. And our next opponent is against the Yankton Yanmegas, DJ. So DJ here, him and I are both, you know, this is a very important game, as we need to use this to essentially solidify whether or not we're making it into playoffs or not. So looking forward to that. I've already started a little bit of prep here, as his team has some very good key elements like Sandy Shocks, things like that. So anyways, looking forward to that. Thank you for watching. Tell me your favorite moment in the comments, if you had a favorite build, or if you're looking forward to a particular set idea. Let me know any ideas, but thank you for sticking around this long if you have. And yeah, thanks again, guys. Go Raichu. See you next week.